So time after time, the sociology we learn, one big camp, what we call the positive sociology. Time after time they talk about this doctrine of really try to be descriptive or objective. So they do have their contribution. Because once you have this ego involvement, you may lose your so-called judgment, bias, subjective. Number 4, premature closure of inquiry and retouchment. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you know this guy, our CE, Chief Executive in Hong Kong. Whenever something happened, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 women died. Then he said, time after time, we hold the investigation, but we don't have the so-called final conclusion. So I'm not here to judge. So the politician, time after time, they remind us they never have this premature closure of inquiry or judgment. Why? Because they don't want voters, maybe in the sense, query about their judgment. So better in the sense don't arrive in the only conclusion. So in this sense, they are really winners. Time after time, they are, no comment. We haven't so-called closed the case. So, ladies and gentlemen, please wait. Then you know, citizens always absent-minded, and finally, everybody got life as usual. Finally, I repeat, I never meant to be provocative. Time after time, Stephen might tell you, knowledge is public. But sorry, sometimes you go to the church, you query about the father or the reverend, and they will say, hey, it's a mystery. I told you about Bible. How do you know it's a mystery? So, I need to pick different kind of orientation. Common sense, time after time, how do you know about the truth? So, mystery. But if you are learning science, time after time, you manage to try to think deeper so that you can know at least part of it, not the whole picture. Okay? Any problem? Any need for clarification? Good. Then that's all, okay, because of time, I'm afraid we have to use the PowerPoint rather than the visualizer, unless it's a must. Oh, thank God. So we said finish section A. Then we will jump to section B, scientific method of inquiries. Yeah. Different textbook will talk about this, so we give you 2 pictures. Number 1, 3 methods of authority. Number 1, methods of authority. Then your parents. Don't ever try to argue with me. I am your father. I am your mother. Number 2, a priori method of intuition. Like related to ladies, rather than gentlemen. Hey, John, congratulations, you're going to get married next week. Then, somebody will take care of you. Then, you will have beautiful, a lovely breakfast every morning. So, but next week, okay, when you visit John, my goodness, okay, he domestic while his wife, okay, enjoy everything. So, these are what we call the method of intuition. A priori, that means before experience. Finally, this is method of science. Number 1, we query, okay, of authority, which is the so-called ultimate criteria. That's 2. Number 1, as that gentleman said, logic. Now, but if you study logic, you know we have different kinds of so-called logical systems. So in a sense, what will be the ultimate God knows. Number 2, experience. Mind you, experience, so in a sense, sometimes not so objective. Remember last time we talked about this interpretation. sense, even the so-called one's very dominant. I don't know whether you heard of this name, logical positivism. Very dominant in so-called methodology of social and mental science. But they still undergoing this kind of challenge from different so-called anti-positivistic camps. People really query, is logic so objective? Is experience so objective? So time after time, we are human beings to err. At most, we can talk about in subjectivity rather than objective. So this is a contribution from sociology. Remember, we talk about the SI, the symbolic inertias. They remind us everything is socially constructed. Remember, last time we talked about this, how many planets in our solar system? In the past, 9 now they will 8 only for those. Number 2, all qualities always conflict. Hong Kong, China, or US. So always disagree or always do not position. If you don't like this one, no problem. This is a similar. Personal experience or common sense. Since people now remind you, don't lose your common sense. Your research topic may be related to your everyday life experience. Sociology or social science beyond common sense. In a sense, wildly common sense. Number 2, expert or quality. Everybody knows very straightforward. For example, from the books appear in the journal or TV or other media. But right now, when we talk about social media, I remind you fact check. Number 3, popular or media, especially the social media. But somehow they also serve a kind of a source of knowledge or information. Finally, tradition. We mentioned this earlier also. Finally, this never been really exhaustive. So can anybody give us some other source of knowledge or information besides all these things? Anybody? Good, smooth. That's the reason they come to university. What else? Every Sunday you go to church. Finally, you may have parents. Don't be there. Tradition or friends. You learn something from them. About a particular order or so I repeat, never meant to be exhaustive. These are only the 4 common sources of information or knowledge. Number 2, this kind of classification you may not like it because they may not be mutually exclusive. Somehow the social media and the mass media will argue over there. Any problem? Any need for clarification? If not, then this is what we want to talk about. Basically, these are the characteristics of science. Logic. If P implies Q, Q implies R, then everybody knows P implies R. Okay. Number 2, systematic. Number 3, controlled testing. Later on, we'll show you the method of experimentation. So we stop here. Number 4, public. I repeat, knowledge is public. Those even hide some of the PowerPoint there and show them to you in class. But at the end of the day, we will upload back to the campus. Don't worry. Knowledge is public. Number 4, self-correcting. I forgot which philosopher talked about this. Sorry, we have a problem. One philosopher, okay, put forward a very famous theory. Oh, then everybody say, oh, let's see more. But he said, don't trust it. Why? Because one day this may be outdated or falsified by some other so-called fellow philosopher. Yeah, self-correcting. We don't think we find the truth. We hope we can push the truth as close as possible. Why? Because if you're from the so-called Christian tradition, then you know only God is the truth, or God knows the truth, not we human beings. Finally, empirical. Yeah. But how about the case of social scientists? Don't tell me all social scientists do or conduct experiment. Like psychologists, we sociology, how can we conduct experiment? It's unlikely. So be patient. Later we'll come back to it. Okay? Any problem? Any need for calculation? Then thank God. Here we are. Section C. Characteristics of sociological research. Then start with the definition. Stephen Mars continued their weapons. Yeah, systematic, controlled, empirical, and critical investigation process for asking and attempting to answer questions about the social world. So very straightforward. So, ladies and gentlemen, the most important word lies on the word research. So we'll talk about this one by one. But sorry, we cannot make use of the visualizer. So in case you can understand, please raise up your hand. Number 1, closely reading. So I repeat, if you don't want to come to class, no problem. No attendance technique also. Please spend another 3 hours in the library or in the internet. Closely reading after your students. And then studying specific documents. What are they? Anybody? Anybody study here? Specific documents. Examples. Stephen Mark, we saw this in the second sentence. Academic journals, peer-reviewed journals. Good. And then official government source. Good. But things never been to be exhausted. What else? Anybody? Say something. Stephen Mark will give you the answer. Just try. Because sitting here for 3 hours very boring. Okay, say something. Anybody? Gentlemen. What else? Specific documents besides academic journals or official government sources. Go on. How about newspaper? Newspaper. No newspaper can be especially there are some newspaper they have this so-called investigative report about this JPEG. So thank you. Yeah. What else? Very simple. Time after time, your professor or your teacher will remind you. Peer review journal. Don't wait out online. Time after time, you go to attend conference because conference paper, more up to date. When you submit an academic journal, submit your paper to an academic journal, they have this process of peer review. It takes time. So people prefer to read conference paper. They are more updated. Or physicists, if Or besides the government sources, we have company reports, or all those NGO and reports. So. Of course, depending on what sort of topic you are studying. Finally, how our process of applying accepted techniques. What kind of accepted techniques? For example, you learn statistics. Okay? So how to read the statistical data. Okay? You learn logic. So how to analyze the so-called R. And then principles. What can be the principles? Everybody knows. Be systematic. Don't just look at this page and then this page and then this page. And then course examination. And then lecture. So and so. Finally, apply this critical thinking and then topic or orientation. Critical thinking, be critical. Okay? Don't trust everything you read. Then about this orientation, don't challenge Stephen Ma. I just see notice so two kinds of orientation. Number one, I don't know whether you have vertical thinking. Go deeper and living. Then number two, opposite to it, or I contrast to it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's it? Anybody know? Not vertical thinking, but horizontal or literal kind of thinking. Things can be otherwise. Okay. Think of the picture in a different way. And sometimes you learn more or you begin more. Let's say, for example, in your secondary school, when you try to solve a mathematical problem, you too concentrate. You're going to take a break, think about something else. Then suddenly you can solve that mathematical question. Okay? And how after this vertical or horizontal thinking, they are not mutually exclusive. And good. And finally, what is scientific research? All these add together, and then likely there was some stated in terms of probabilities or likelihood. Why? Because last time we remind you, especially societies, they are kind of what we call soft science. We will not find a universal law. And most of we talk about statistical probability. Number two, evidence-based. Finally, remember, constantly so practice this so-called lifelong learning. Be a long learner for the rest of your life, even you graduate from studying. Then what is evidence? I have very straightforward one by one. First of all, basically we have two types of evidence. Number one, what we call quantitative data. Example, income. Typical example. Whoever got a big amount to serve the high income group rather than the middle income group. Or on the contrary, we have this so-called qualitative data. This reminds me, most, if not, in summer, if not most of the students taking a course, also taught by me and Dr. Simon, on SST. So what you are going to hear, they are overlapping, but no more problematic as a kind of revision. One by one, qualitative, like this. Time of the time, someone like your statistical reports. Look at the bar chart or the line graph, showing the trend of development, the overall crime or violent crime situation. number two, yeah, what we call picture or photo. Why? Because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So this is the reason why we like to go to cinema, watch movies, rather than go to the library to read books. Okay, because a picture worth than 1,000 words. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, if you don't understand the Chinese words, forget it. It says the qualitative tradition of their recently they talk about this so-called photo words. That means look at the photo. Tell us something. So about industrial safety or that kind of thing. That more than that, the social media or the homepage or the blog or daily, all this likely, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, qualitative information, and they're so popular nowadays. So no wonder right now the quantitative research a little bit outdated. People fascinated with this so-called qualitative research. And then finally, okay, you will know this is the try to use more why? After that, the news will be because of time, there are differences in piece. Check it yourself. Just one piece of information. I feel very straightforward, so I'm not going into details. In some, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, sociological research is a process rather than a whole. Lifelong process rather than a whole. Research, okay, a process rather than a whole. And then the product is knowledge or information. So you will came across this before. The details, okay, you will find it in the following definitions. But because of time, okay, we just show you this time, okay, as visualize. Number one, the so-called four-stage continuum of data to result. Number one, everybody knows data by definition. Raw data. You collect data, doing observation, all else in your field work, okay, so then going up the research. Organize it. So organized data becomes a piece of information. Similarly, okay, you can put it this way. Organized kind of information. As similar to natural, suppose a true value. Then it's what we call knowledge. And finally, when you structure this then everybody knows that we may have different kinds of knowledge. Like something sociology as the major, something psychology as the major, something social work as the major, something criminology as the major. Finally, yeah, we start. What does it mean? Very difficult. You saw this in your PowerPoint. Yeah, so we go back to the PowerPoint. Yeah. Again, according to the Western tradition and the Christian tradition, ladies and gentlemen, be humble. Pray to God. Why? Because only God can give us this. So what does it mean this stuff? Oh, we show you a story from the Bible. whether you heard of this King Solomon. When two women each came to be the mother of the same baby, then according to Solomon, very simple, chop into two, the split. Okay, one half give it to the mother, another give it to another. Then finally, okay, whatever. The real mother will say, no, okay, I give it to her. I don't want you to kill my baby. So, wisdom, someone like the IT person, suddenly you have an insight, then you can solve the puzzle. This is what we call wisdom. You acquire different kinds of knowledge or common sense. Suddenly, you solve them particular problem. So, I repeat, be humble, because only God can grant us wisdom. Any problem? Any need for clarification? If not, then thank God. How to do it? Go back to research. Very straightforward. These are about the steps. You learn this in details, okay, under SS 2034. So we just give you a general idea. First of all, you have a topic. Okay, maybe poverty, homelessness. What does it mean? People without shelter. Very common, domestic violence or drug abuse. So what exactly you want to study? Ladies and gentlemen, even you study poverty, mind you, also a very big topic. Very done. The research problem or the research questions. Then you go to the library or the internet, what we call literature review. And then you develop your so-called hypothesis, and then you collect your data so as to answer this research question. Finally, most important above all, the result never ends there. Why? They will contribute what we call the new research. So the final section, people will talk about the so-called implications on to the future direction of the research. From different textbooks, you will find a similar picture. For example, this one, difference. First of all, you define the problem, select a topic for research, and then make sure further research. Okay? Then the rest are very straightforward. Just to clarify some of the wordings here. Why? Because different textbooks use different terminology. They are just similar, if not the same. X, very straightforward. Theoretical or practical. If you don't like these two words, I give you another two. Pure research, and then contrast with pure research, contrast with pure. So apply to come. In your secondary school, you learn pure mathematics or applied mathematics. Finally, basic research. And then contrast with applied research. So don't worry, they use different terms, but basically, theoretical research, knowledge for the sake of knowledge, because you want to find the truth, or this is called practical research, like the social worker. They are very practical, they want to solve the social problems. Finally, most important, ladies and gentlemen, which is more important, pure or applied? Give you 3 seconds to think about it. 1, 2, take up. For those who say pure research, raise up your hand. For those who say applied research, raise up your hand. Thank you. Yeah, we need your participation. For those who say both are equally important because they have not been truly included, raise up your hand. Thank you. But sorry, all these are not Stephen Ma's answer. Stephen Ma's answer is it depends. It depends. Why? Again, we have to make use of visualizer. Ladies and gentlemen, which is more important? Money or health? It really depends. Guys like you, I'm still young. The first money. But guys like me, I go to the toilet once or twice, not 3 times a day. Okay? I mean, every night. Okay? So for us, okay, health. So it really depends. We just told you earlier, for the social worker, they really want to conduct applied research. Leave the pure research to those scholars in the ivory tower. They want practical solution. Then if you don't like this classification, pure versus applied, no problem. We take the second one. Okay, alternative classification. Yeah, either to explore, to describe, or to explain. So very straightforward. You can find this different textbook. Again, we are not going into details, so I feel very straightforward. Time after time, if we are not familiar with the topic, explore it. Once you're familiar, try to be descriptive, and then more than that, what we call causal research. Find out the causes behind this phenomenon. So we conduct so-called explanatory research, or causal research, or hypothesis testing kind of research. Number 2, the scope of research. Very straightforward. Can be any relationship at any level. Remember, we talk about this from the personal level, that means the group level, all the way to the societal level. So what are they? Very simple. So, you learn this in your secondary school. We joined the debate, I remind you. What sort of debate you're talking about? Inter-class or intra-class? Inter-school or intra-school? So, here we are. But of course, okay, these are the potential scope. Depend on whether you are micro-oriented or macro-oriented or meso-oriented kind of sociologist. Okay, and how about any for education? Then, similar to that, we just want to remind you that you learn the 3 major sociological perspectives. So similarly, 3 phases of sociological investigation. The positives, someone like functionalists. The interpretative, someone like the SI, and then the critical, someone like the content or Marxist tradition. Okay. Again, the details, so they are, I think, very straightforward. So we are not going to details. And finally, thank God, final session. Sorry, we have to talk this one by one. So I repeat, most we finish the first 3 and then start a little bit part of section 4. And if you time is allowed, then hopefully we finish everything. Why? Because you come to university, okay, during the mid-autumn festival, of course we want to learn something. Otherwise, you don't come out okay. So we are going to talk about this one by one. But Stephen like this time of the time. Look at the heading, a range of methods, maybe experiment, survey, or case study. Uses so-called technique of data collection, maybe questionnaire, interview, observation, or what we call content analysis. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how Lieberman introduced you guys. You need not believe, okay, different scholars have different kind of presentation. I repeat, with one particular research question, you can make use of different kinds of research design or strategies, maybe experiment, survey, or case study. So, this is what we call the research design level. Then, down below, we have different types. Imagine, basically, we put this way. Yeah. Experiment, or like a real observation. Remember the psychologists, they follow conducting experiment, always observe the phenomenon behind the so-called mirror. What does it mean? That means people cannot see that, only they can see behind the mirror. Observation. But no. Even you conduct experiment, later I will remind you, the most important thing is pre-test, post-test. So even the psychologists, okay, they will use of questionnaire. So we check your attitudes towards war, fighting war, before the experiment. And then you are the war picture between Russia and Ukraine. So after the treatment, now what they call or stimulus, they have the post-test. See whether you change your mind. In some, we just want to remind you, even when you conduct experiment, you can use questionnaire, interview, in-depth interview, or even content analysis. Not exactly, or not just use observation. Though commonly we think experiment like they are using the observation technique or method. That's what I was. Similarly, when you conduct survey, you can have questionnaire or interview or content analysis. We'll come to that shortly later on. Be patient. But ladies and gentlemen, can we use observation? Certainly. I give you two scenarios. Number one, you go into the court. Can you say, Honorable Judge, I want, wow, come on. You better keep quiet. Why? Contempt of courts. Then the guard will come and kick you out. We shoot you. Okay. You cannot talk inside the court. Number two, A&E. What's A&E? Accident and emergency. That means you go to the hospital. Don't tell me, hey nurse, I want to interview. My goodness, the nurse is very busy. But they are helping saving people's lives. So you can only sit in a sense at the corner and then do your so-called observation. But you want to compare hospital A or hospital B or hospital C, so you see them, a sample, and then study different cases. What we call survey method. Again, we will talk about this later on. Finally, for the case study, likely they will use in-depth interview. Remember the brother discipline, anthropologists, they go to the continent, they stay there 1 year, 10 years, so and so, learn from them. So, not just interview, but open their eyes to observe. But may I remind you, they also conduct Florida, Virginia, sometimes. Okay. They also study the document if they have. Okay. So I repeat, look at the title, a range of methods, theory, experiment, survey, case study, and then the techniques of data collection. Don't think a particular method must use a particular data collection. And hold on, anything for conclusion? So because of time, we take a 5 minutes break this time. Okay, why? So that we can finish the next area.